Hello and welcome to our latest edition of PAM, our regular policy, advocacy and media update. Well, the last couple of months have been massive in terms of policy, advocacy and media. In March, we found ourselves on the front page of The Australian and at the centre of a policy storm. I was asked to write opinion pieces for Fairfax Media and News Corp, and I did dozens of radio and TV interviews. It's always a very busy time in the lead up to the federal budget, but this was extraordinarily busy because opposition leader Bill Shorten decided to announce his policy to claw back $59 billion in tax credits over 10 years if he wins government. We immediately warned that the proposal to end cash refunds to retirees claimed through share dividend imputation would backfire. We said the plan, designed to claw back billions from wealthy retirees, would have unintended consequences. It would hurt hundreds of thousands of full and part-aged pensioners and self-funded retirees. Now, these are ordinary Australians who have been encouraged to buy shares as part of their retirement planning. We're also very concerned it was yet another proposed change to superannuation. And we made it clear that if this change was made, it would hit many more people than the very rich that it was aimed at. Bill Shorten then announced there was so much concern, he decided to amend his policy. He will now exempt pensioners and part pensioners under a pensioner guarantee. During the 2 weeks of uncertainty, pensioners feared they were going to lose money. Well, now they're guaranteed to keep it. National Seniors is very glad that the Labor Party listened to our concerns and the concerns we were expressing on behalf of retirees. Well, now those who can least afford to lose income, 277,000 full or part pensioners and 29,000 on allowances, including war widow pensioners, will keep their tax credits. Now, this is about 30% of the people affected. The rest are self-funded retirees. Mr. Shorten says he wants to stop the rich rorting the system. But what about those who are not rich, not rorting the system and not pensioners? Self-funded retirees like Lynette, she's 67 and a member of National Seniors. She wrote to us and said she lives on $24,000 a year from her shares. When she loses the tax credits, that income will drop to $19,000. She says it's an act of discrimination targeted against modestly self-funded retirees. Other National Seniors members, like a couple who retired 19 years ago, say they'll also be hit hard. They say they'll have to spend what's left of their capital and go on the pension. So it's hard to see what it's all going to achieve. Like hundreds of thousands of others, they made investment decisions based on a policy that's been in place since July 2000. So we've had a big win, a $5 billion win over 10 years, but there are still many self-funded retirees with very small capital bases in their super funds who are also in need of relief, and we're going to continue to fight for them. We're also calling on the government to increase the work bonus for aged pensioners. We want it raised from $6,500 to $10,000. And we've had a lot of media coverage over the last month on that as well. So let's hope that's part of the budget and common sense will prevail. I'm also very pleased to announce that we've joined forces with Australia's oldest charity, the Benevolence Society, and the Longevity Innovation Hub headed by Everald Compton. We're going to campaign on fixing pension poverty, and we're calling for an independent tribunal to establish a fair rate for the pension. And we want you to help us win our case by targeting your local federal politician. There's no better time to do this than right now in the run-up to a federal election. Now, look, one other matter I just want to tell you before I go is that Centrelink has announced that it will reduce call wait times by hiring an extra 1,000 call centre operators. This is one of the things we put in our budget submission, and I'm pleased to see that Canberra is listening. I'm off to Canberra now, in fact, for the federal budget, so I'll get out of your way. Until next time, goodbye, good health and good luck.